the fuck?
Fatality!
Episode 185 of the Droids podcast, ComicCon Hangover. Holy shit balls, am I still feeling it today. Obviously I wouldn't even wake up with the most annoying noise that any gamer knows, short of that other guy that came in Wind Waker, which we saw at the Comic-Con. But we have some news that we need to go over this week. We'll start off this one right now.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
And we'll start with Nintendo news. We'll start it this week. What's going on Nintendo news? Nintendo CEO shuts down the Zelda Netflix rumor. If you remember last week, or the week before, I believe it was, the fappening. No, it was just people really excited. But Nintendo apparently came out prematurely. Ching. The Legend of Zelda live-action series, which everyone was hoping was going to happen on Netflix, apparently was a little bit of a lie. The CEO states that the story was very inaccurate. As of now, I have nothing new to share with you in regard to our IPs for any TV show or films, but I can at least confirm that the article in question is not based on correct information. What the fuck is all I'm going to say? This game has been out since 1986, and it is due for a movie or a TV show or something. For the love of God, give them something, so we don't have to play another one of those really shitty Wind Waker games. Please, God, help us all. It's fantastic. Hashtag X-Files 2015. Fap. But it appears Fox has ordered not one, two seasons of the X-Files. Wow. I'm pretty excited. I am. But they are going to give this a shot from my understanding. And they're going to bring everyone back, including Skinner, of course, and the key writers from the original creative team, which is a given, but this is so fantastic. Finally, a good show on TV again. Well, that's a debatable thing, but I mean, realistically, it's the X-Files. You know, we went through the whole dark period when Mulder was missing, and everyone's like, why the fuck's the T-1000 in the goddamn show? But, I mean, it still ended up being a good show with a good movie, and then a horrible sequel that had nothing to do with the X-Files. But, speaking of sequels, Mission Impossible 5, dun 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 dun, still on the movies. This is annoying. I'm not even joking. I'm kind of surprised they're making a fifth. But in their defense, the fourth movie was kind of like an apology, because I actually liked the fourth film. I was talking to a bunch of people about that, and they said after one it was kind of shit until fourth came in, and it's like, no, we can still make good Mission Impossible movies. Mind you, you had to bring in Jeremy Renner, and you also had to bring in Simon Pegg, but hey, it works. Tom Cruise is back as Ethan Hunt yet again, and this is called Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Trailer actually looks good. Just a teaser floating around, but the stars will, they brought back the usual stars, of course, Jeremy Renner, Simon Pegg, and Vin Rames, and newcomers Sean Harris, Rebecca Ferguson, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin? Win? Will he be a racist Irish person again like he was in The Departed? Because that was kind of cool. I kind of laughed a lot at that. Wait, that's not much far from the truth. Anyways, Mission Impossible 5. No date. Wait for it. We got lots of Marvel news this week, I'll tell you. XMen Apocalypse will be Jennifer Lawrence's last X-Men film. Oh, okay, because she's making so many other films right now. Like great movies like Last House on the Left and anything else that really sucked. I don't know. I mean, she was pretty good in Hunger Games, and she's got one more of those, I think. I'm not sure, never read the books. She did American Hustle. She did a couple movies that are actually really good. I'm not going to really slam her for that, but why would you throw away something that's going to make you a guaranteed paycheck? I mean, come on. But at the same time, though, I'm a firm believer that sometimes you should not kill a franchise. And by golly, I begin to wonder if the producers and directors of the X-Men franchise is Seth MacFarlane, because he loves to repeat the shit out of everything. But if that's what she wants to do, that's fine. She's also, if I remember exactly, is that the guy playing Beast, which for some unknown reason I can't remember his name for the life of me right now, and everyone's like saying his name like I can hear you right now. Anyways, point is, it's not necessarily a bad thing. We got a lot more other Marvel movies coming up, such as Infinity War Saga is coming. Rumors of the Russo brothers directing the Avengers Infinity War 2-part saga started 5 months ago. While there's still no official word from Marvel, readers have been connecting the dots for months. I have to agree, there's been a lot of news stories that's kind of making it blatantly obvious. First off, Joss Whedon has gone on record several times saying he's not directing Infinity Wars. That's fine, maybe he can go make a great TV show. Ooh, that was a little dark. And secondly, Captain America Civil War, which is also being directed by the same Russo brothers, is said to be a dovetail and overlap with Infinity War, so a build-up show! Why not? I mean, let's be honest here, the Avengers, except for the Avengers film, I didn't think it was that great. I find all the solo films to be really good. I didn't think the whole Avengers film itself was that great. It was nice to see everyone together, but beyond that, I wasn't like, holy shit, this is amazing. I didn't think that at all. But I'm very sold on Civil War, so. And plus with the upcoming Avengers 2, Age of Ultron that's coming out over the next month or so, it's going to be a very busy time in Marvel. But I do believe in Captain America, and Civil War will be good, and that only means one thing. Infinity Wars is actually going to be quite decent. Time for the Mountain Man's favorite subject. Gal Gadot responds to her Wonder Woman detractors. When it comes to understanding the level of that her body image took from the certain men on the internet, Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot has no illusions. They said I was too skinny and my boobs were too small. Holy shit! It took this long for her to figure it out? Jesus! What a genius! We need to stop everything we're doing so that we can all sit here in awe of, it took her a year to figure this out. Yes, because it's always about your boob size. That's pretty much it. Has nothing to do with the fact that you have little to no acting experience and what you did act in. Everyone's like, wow, holy shit, you fell off a car in Fast and the Furious in the never-ending runway in Fast 6. Good for you. You got some great acting skills right there. Yeah, you should definitely be Wonder Woman. Makes perfect sense here. Does it bother me that she's a smaller person? Sure, because I understand the concept of an Amazon, but hey, what do I know? That's why they make movies. To fuck everyone up. Would the real Spider-Man please stand up? Or even Spider-Ham? No, that's just an inside joke between me and the Mountain Man, but maybe they should make a live-action movie about Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham, if you're like, who the fuck, also goes by the name Peter Porker, and was probably one of the first characters that begun the infamous Spider-Verse. It was just a joke, and I always found it funny. So did the Mountain Man. Anyways, Marvel has reportedly auditioned a 16-year-old to play Spider-Man. Well, we gotta be happy it's not Matthew McConaughey. You know, it is literally about the small victories in this world. Now Spider-Man's not going to be black? I don't mind if it's Miles Morales. I really don't care. It's never bothered me ever. But Marvel will secretly audition a 6-year-old actor named Matthias Ward. He has appeared on shows such as Weeds, Lab Rats, Hostages, and Murder in the First. Really? Huh. Nothing I've ever seen. Well, I'm sure there's a pile of people that seen Weeds. But that's pretty much it. But they've also said that they've also was looking at Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman. How about you just... You know what, Marvel? Shit or get off the pot. Pick someone and let's move on. Because this is just being dragged out. At least with Batflick, you were just like, hey, You're gonna be pissed. We picked Affleck. And they just let everyone rant and rave about it for a few months, and everyone should, even I got over it. No one cares anymore. You're just dragging this on. It feels like a bad joke that Mark's trying to tell me. Just dragging on. I get to the point that I just fucking walk away. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna walk away from Spider-Man at this point. Because this is just a very bad, inappropriate joke. Really. The phrase of too soon or too real comes to mind. And when I mean that, I mean, how do you try and get a spin-off show with Dominic Purcell and Wentworth Miller off two C-listed villains, and now they're adding more people to it? Lisa Snart will be making her debut this week in this week's episode of The Flash. The footage reveals Lisa getting in on the family business with her brother, Captain Cold Wentworth Miller, and his partner, Mick Rory, Dominic Purcell, both of whom will appear in the untitled Arrow of the Flash spinoff later this year. She explains that Lisa is able to keep over the fellow rogues. Ooh, that's exciting! Really milking this one, DC. You're really milking this one. More news! Neil Blomkamp's Alien film will not interfere with the Prometheus 2 plans. And why not? Stop that fucking film. The first film really sucked monkey balls. Giant-ass venereal disease covered monkey balls that were dipped in Nutella. But it's not Nutella, it's shit-flavored Nutella. And it's been inside Bob Saget's ass at some point. That's how passionate I am that this film should not take place. Alien sequel, okay. I can deal. Prometheus 2? Not so much. There's people that actually like this film. Like, I mean, it really upsets me that they're able to justify a sequel when the movie was such shit. Anyways, when he spoke to Empire about it, he goes, I changed one thing. Scott kind of felt like he was bumping Prometheus a little bit. One thing that he makes me feel good about Ridley is that Ridley is producing it. He likes the idea of what I want to make. I sent what I wanted as the title to Ridley. It's going to be quite bold. He's like, well, I really like that, so I'm going to test it. I don't think it's going to work, though. I have my idea, but it doesn't give away too much in the title. But the event, it doesn't work. I'm dead in the water. Well, at least I got Michael Biehn and Sigourney Weaver in. Another small victory in movie world. Batman the Animated Series fanboys, commence your fapping. I've been dropping that a lot today. Jesus, maybe what's on my mind? The fabbiting? Perhaps? Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, a lot of questions have been floating around. What is Margot Robbie going to look like as Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad? Apparently, they got a lot of requests about her, so from what we found out is that Harley Quinn has a few looks throughout the film, going from the traditional black and red with the animated series as a reference to prison attire, and in one sequence they infiltrate a club she wears a dress. And also, Joker's pet hyenas are in the film as well. Oh my god, that's actually kind of cool. We figure that the Batman animated series fans would be very happy about that. I am. Harley was built for the Batman animated series, so it's nice to pay homage to her birthplace, if that makes sense. So, this is actually excellent news. Besides the fact, we saw Jared Leto talking on stage, and everyone's like, is that the Joker's voice? And I'm like, Jesus, he was just talking. And final news of the Droids podcast this week, Batman Arkham Knight got pushed back by 21 days. Sweet baby Jesus. However, in their apology message to everybody, they've released a 7-minute game video that was played on the PlayStation 4. It was brutal. Brutal. You literally watched a beating of beatings. It's not even fair what happened in this game. I have my copy pre-ordered, and I'm sure most of you do as well. We're very happy to have this game, to say the least. Arkham Knight will now launch worldwide on June 23rd, 2015, and with that, they provided the video as an apology. So if you haven't seen the video, go to YouTube, watch it. It's borderline amazing and disturbing as you watch the beatdowns that happens. And with that said, that's episode 195 of the Droids podcast, 5 away from the big 200. I don't even know what we're doing for the big 200. There's too much happening, and yeah. Comic-Con just kept it busy, and I still have 2 more podcasts I can possibly load this week from the Comic-Con last week, and we were able to talk to some great artists, and it would only be fair to give them some airtime. With that said, follow us at droidscanada.com, on Facebook, on Twitter, on G+, on Instagram, on Flickr, on Tumblr, on YouTube, on too much social media. This is your favorite host with the most, Mr. J. Get a chimichanga.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thanks for listening to the Droids You Are Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.